Hello. Hi everyone, welcome to my day 10 video for Marion Smith's 31 challenges, 31 videos, 31 days. I started my jumping off point from yesterday in coloring an image with my Prismacolor colored pencils. And then I decided to cut apart the butterfly image that I colored. I'm spraying it here with some gold Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. The gold is clear and it just has a gold glimmer in it, and it actually shimmers really nicely in person. And then I'm going around my edges. I had stamped the image on white paper, and that is some black glimmer glaze. It's black glimmer glaze. And I'm just going around the edges. Kelly from Lawn Fawn, I don't know if you're aware of her, but she makes some of the cutest stamps in the world. So if you want to check her out, go to lawnfawn.blogspot.com. That's her blog, and she makes videos and shows how to use her ways to use her stamps. And she makes really cute stamps, but when she colors and cuts out her images, she finishes them off, and she uses a black pen or marker. I think it's a Copic marker, and it does seem to give a more finished edge. And so I just thought maybe this would be a nice touch to go around my edges with this black glimmer glaze. I hadn't ever done it before, but I just wanted to show you. I stamped the image in the black ink, and I used the ancient page. If you see my day 9 video, you'll know what I'm talking about. I used my Cricut to cut out this little shape to go on. I'm going to make a card out of all this to finish up a set of cards that I'm making as a gift for someone. That's Vintage Photo Distress ink, and so I've cut out this shape with my Cricut. It's a tag off the Preserves cartridge. And I don't know where the paper's from. It was in my scrap binder. There was like a half a sheet of it almost, and so I thought it would look good with my image. And it has, I believe it's Italian words on it, but I do not speak Italian, and I really can't make any sense out of the words. So for all intents and purposes, it's just some text paper that was already the color of antique linen, pretty much distress ink. So I'm going around the edges. One more time I'm going to tell you I'm going around the edges with my vintage photo. And I know some people don't use the little ink blending tool that Tim Holtz makes, but I really like it. And I do have just some makeup sponges that I use sometimes for big areas, but I really do feel like I get more control over my ink blending with the tool. Coming up here, I'm going to show you that I'm putting my wings on dimensional adhesive because I want them to stand up and stand out just a little bit. I mean, I like a little dimension pretty much on everything that I do. I have to tell you one more time, I'm so impressed with the Prismacolor colored pencils and the Gamma-Sol technique. It just looks really nice. I even had some areas that I wasn't really happy with when I started, when I felt the color was blending too much, and so I just waited and went back over with a little bit more color and then blended more with the Gamma-Sol, and it worked great. This stamp that I have, again, I bought it at my local scrapbook store, Eclectica's yard sale. If you want to go online, they have a website. It's eclecticamemphis.com, and you can sign up for their newsletter and find out all about when they're having their awesome yard sale. I highly recommend making a trip. People come from all over to come to the yard sale, and it's just really awesome. There's always a line when the store opens, so people can be the first one in. And if you're coming from somewhere out of town, plan to stay for the night, because Sunday, the yard sale is always on Saturday, and Sunday's always half price day, and so people usually come both days. I just restamped the image of my butterfly onto that piece of paper, mostly because I wanted the antennas, and then after I stamped it, I decided I would do something different from the body other than paper piece it. I had already colored in my body with the green, dark green, but I decided to do something else completely, and you'll see it in just a minute. So I'm putting the wings on, and my stamped image does go off the bottom of my tag a little bit, but that's okay. That was the size tag I wanted to go on the front of my card. And I don't know the letter that goes with the size of my card. I bought the larger size card blanks the last time I went to the craft store. So they're 5x7, and I am sorry, I don't know what size that is at a stationery store or anything. Anyway, I put on my dimensional adhesive. I've got all my wings lined up, and so you can see the body and the antenna on there just from being stamped on the paper. And then I decided that I needed a little more dimensional adhesive because my card was going to be handled a lot probably, and I don't want the wings popping off. So I'm just going to quickly stick another piece of dimensional adhesive under the top and the bottom wings. And I know they hang off, but I really liked the way this tag looked with the butterfly on it. I thought it was fine that the bottom hung off just a little bit, especially when you see the trim I put on my card. So I hope you think it looks good as well, because like I said, it goes with a set of cards that I'm giving someone as a gift, and I really want her to like them. I think she'll like them, but she'll probably just like them because they were made for her. But anyway, I want her to like them because she thinks they're pretty. So I'm showing you the tag with a butterfly on it. I really like these colors. They're very spring colors, and it's awesome because I live in the South, and we had a lot of snow yesterday, several inches of snow here at my house, and that's been terribly exciting, and I've been eating just way too much. This is lime green stickles that I'm going to use to color in the body of my butterfly. And that's really all I'm doing to the body of the butterfly. It's just a stamped image filled in with the lime green stickles. And I have to tell you, that lime green stickles is one of my favorite colors, and I use it all of the time. When I bought it, I needed a light green for one project, and my friend that has a bunch of colors too, she didn't have anything. We both had like dark, well actually I think all I had was the old olive. It's whatever the distress green is, and that just didn't work for my project. And she didn't have any green, so I went and grabbed that one, and I have really used it a lot. I just get the card blanks. I get them from Hobby Lobby because I like theirs better. They're the Paper Studio brand, and this is in cream. I keep the cream and the craft pretty much in stock in my studio area all the time. I've tried white. I prefer working with the cream background. A lot of times I cover up the entire cream background. I was going to do some stamping with a different set of stamps, and then decided that they didn't work on that card at all, so that I would just use some trim. That is a piece of lace that came in a Kaisercraft pack. I do not know the name of the collection it was with, but there was lace and pearls and pearl brads. And Kaisercraft, when they do their trims, it comes in these really neat zippered bags that were really cool, but I actually broke the little plastic zipper thing on mine, and so I was very disappointed. Anyway, so I sprayed it was cream crocheted lace, and I sprayed it with Peach Delight, and then I skipped the part where I went back and sprayed it with some Coffee Shop because it was too bright to go with my tag, I thought, anyway. And I'm using my ATG on this card. I'm so sorry I've said like 1,000 times, but I'm really not going to do this voiceover again. I'm using my ATG. I'm not having any problems. It's not bending the paper or anything. It is my favorite dry adhesive to use. I just love it. I use Beacon's 3-in-1 craft glue to hold down my lace there. And I was going to trim the lace, but because it's crocheted, you'll see in a minute, that I'm just going to wrap it around my card, because I don't care if the ends show. I mean, whoever gets this card is going to already know that it was a handmade card, and I don't consider that an imperfection. I just consider that part of the charm. That's actually why I left that section in the video, because I think it's important to know that your card is going to look handmade and beautiful and wonderful. And those tiny little things aren't going to make a difference. Come visit me at my blog sometime and say hi. It's scrapfair.blogspot.com. I'd love to have you, and thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.